Hello everyone, I'm Erin and we're going to read a book of Oliver Twist. Chapter 6. Oliver was back at Faggin's. Thanks to Nancy, she had tracked Oliver from the courtroom to Mr. Brownlow's home. Day after day, she waited for Oliver to go out by himself. Then she grabbed him. Did he give you any trouble? Fagin asked. He tried to, Nancy said. We crowd together, but I pretend to be his sister. I said he had run away from home. People believed me. Not him. Good girl, Fagin said. I trained you well. Yes, you trained me, Nancy said. You trained me to lie and steal and worse. I was no older than him. And here's a reward I promised, said Fagin. He gave her a gold piece. Keep your other promise too, Nancy said. She grabbed his wrist and squeezed it. Don't harm the boy. Of course not, my dear, said Fagin. You women are so tender when it comes to children. The last piece of tenderness left me, said Nancy. What about your feelings for Bill Sticks, said Fagin. That ain't tenderness, that's weakness, said Nancy with a shrug. Well, my weakness is for lads like Oliver, said Fagin. He painted Oliver on the head. In fact, I have a special weakness for Oliver. Why him? Asked Nancy. Thanks for me to know and no one else to find out, said Fagin. Nancy's eyes narrowed. Does it have to do with that stranger, the one who came to see you last week? After his visit, you promised gold for finding the kid. Before, it was just silver. Fagin's voice was hard. Curiosity can kill more than a cat, Nancy. Then he surfaced his voice. Forget the man, he had nothing to do with it. I just didn't want to break to spill the beans on us all. Oliver saw his chance to speak up. Sir, I never say a word. Please let me go back to Mr. Brownlow. I'll keep quiet. I swear I will. Oliver swallowed hard. I swear on my poor mother's grave. Very touching, my dear boy, Fagin said, but you know too much. I will never let you go. Then let me send Mr. Brownlow the money he gave me, said Oliver, or else he will think I stole it. This made Fagin laugh. What a clever boy to think of that. I'm glad you know you are now a thief. In the eyes of Mr. Brownlow, in the eyes of the law, in the eyes of all the world. Oliver had to beat his lip to keep from crying. Fagin was right. Oliver might escape again, but Mr. Brownlow would never take him back. Fagin pinched Oliver's cheeks. Thank you for the money and your nice new clothes. Still, you must earn your keep. Learn your trade. Fagin smiled. If you are a thief, you had better to be a good one. But you're in luck. We have a fine teacher for you. The best Bill Sticks himself. Did I hear my name? A voice rolled. It was Bill Sticks. His big body filled the doorway. He stormed into the room. He grinned at Fagin. I don't like to hear my name spoke. Can be dangerous, he snarled. Bill has his big, flea-bitten white dog with him. The dog snarled too. Bill gave it a kick that sent it whispering into a corner. Hear that, Oliver, Fagin said. You don't want to say Bill Sticks' name to anybody. Bill put his huge hands on Oliver's neck. You do, he growled, and I'll leave your hand clear off. Head clear off. Go easy on him, Bill, Nancy begged. He ain't done nothing to you. Stay out this, Nancy, or I'll beat the stuffing out of you, said Bill. He turned to Fagin. This is the kid you promised me, the perfect one for the job, Fagin assured him. Sent by heaven, you might say. Fagin rubbed his hands together. You owe me a little something for his help. As agree. You'll get your cut after the job, said Bill. His hands closed on Oliver's thin shoulder. Time to go to work, our time 9:09. Your new life is starting, Oliver, Fagin said. Get used to it. It's the only life you'll have until the day you die. Thank you.